Hi everyone. So today we are going to design a Pong game in Scratch. So before to design the game, I just want to quickly give you the brief idea of Scratch environment that we have here. So we have a bunch of options here. We have code section, we have a customize section that allows to customize something with the Scratch object, and we have the sound section. So code section is one of the important section and we are going to use it frequently while designing the Pong game as well. And we will explore all the options that we have here while doing the coding for the Pong game. So before to start, I am just going to clean my Scratch output window. I'm just going to hit this delete icon. So to add the objects to my Scratch, so the very first thing I need for my game is the nothing but a ball, since it's a Pong game. And the next thing I need for my game is to design is paddle. I'm going to have a paddle. So as you can see that I have my paddle and I have my ball. Just to make the things more nicer, I'm going to choose a backdrop. So if you want to choose any backdrop, that's all up to you. So I'm just going to use this neon tunnel. We have other bunch of options here. I'm going to have it. So now things looks more prettier. So adjusting, just trying to adjusting the position of the objects, Scratch objects. So the idea behind the game is, so this ball will keep on bouncing around the edges, and every time this ball bounces on the paddle, I'm going to have a score variable here that will increase by 1. And whenever the ball bounces off the paddle, I'm going to bring one more sprite object, that is red line. And whenever the ball hits the red line, I'm going to say that stop, we lose the game, or we say that simply says that stop the game. So to again have the line, the red line I'm talking about, I'm going to say line. And so we have a line here. So now I think it's easier for you to visualize what exactly we are going to do. So whenever the ball hits the red line, I'm going to say stop the game. So the very first thing that we need to do is we need to bounce the ball, move the ball around the edges. So how we can do that? So the very important thing that we need to keep in mind is if we want to start the stack of code, we always need to go in the event section, and this is the very first block that runs in Sprite. So why I'm going to say that when green flag clicked, so I want that my game start executes when I'm going to hit this green flag. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to keep on this ball moving around the edges. So since it's a forever action, so I need to go in the control section where I will have bunch of options, as you can see here. So repeat allow us to repeat something for certain time. You can say 10, 20, whatever, it's all up to you. But since I want that my ball move around the edges forever, I'm going to bring this ball here first. But before that, I also want to set the initial position of the ball. I want to set it somewhere here. So every time I hit this button, it always starts from here. So to set the initial position, to set the coordinates, it always be in the motion section. So I'm going to set the coordinates, that is x and y. So I will say that set go to x and y to this particular position. So this will allow me to run my ball, run my game. This will set the initial position of the ball here every time we hit this green flag. So now I need to move this ball forever. So what I'm gonna do is I need to move it 10 steps. So if I hit this green flag, as you can see that this just move for 10 times, right? But what I want to do is I want to move this along the x-axis. I just want to set it to the x-axis. What I'm gonna do is, so I'm just going to set my I'm going to say it here, and I need to bring the other block that allows me to move it for 10 steps. But as you can see that if I'm going to run it, so it stops here, right? So how can I move it around the edges? So there is an option that allows me to bounce off when it sees edges. So as you can see that now it's bouncing. But here's again a problem. It's keep on bouncing at the same position. To get rid of this problem, I'm just going to simply turn the ball by 15 degree. So I think I need to put it somewhere here. Shall this fix the problem? Let's put it. So run it. Yeah. So now the ball is bouncing on the random position. This is what I want, and this is what we have done. So moving to the next step, I want my paddle to move along with my mouse pointer. So how can I do that? The very first thing is I need to bring my, when green flag clicked, then I need to do this forever again. I am going to bring my forever block. Now I need to just change my x coordinates of, I just need to change my x coordinate of the paddle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in my motion section, and since I just want to set the x coordinate of my paddle, I just going to bring this part, but I want that this coordinate will change according to the mouse pointer. So Scratch has a capability that allows us to sense the mouse pointer. So here I'm just going to say that move my mouse along with X. Okay, so let's run it and see that is it working. Yeah, it's working perfectly fine now. So as you can see that my paddle is moving around the mouse pointer. Okay, it's not going up and down. But here's the problem is, there is another problem that when we are bring this paddle close to the ball, it's not bouncing on it, right? So now we need to design this part as well. So how we are going to do that, we are going to see this in a while. I'm going to stop my window again, sprite again. I'm jump again back to my ball section. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring another when green flag click block. But why do I bring the another green flag click block? Because this is a separate event and this is a separate event, but both the events are going to run parallel to each other. So since I need to keep on detecting that the ball bounced on the paddle or not, so what I'm going to do is I'll go in my control section, I will bring my forever block. So if my ball senses the paddle, so this is a decision, right? If so, what I need to do is I need to go to my if block and I will bring it here. So now ball touches the paddle, so it's a sensing stuff, right? So I need to go in my sensing section. So if my ball touches the paddle, so there it is. If my ball touches the pedal, okay, then what should I need to do? Then I need to say that I need to move. We just need to have these steps again. I just need to turn my ball and move it 10 steps, but just want to add more, just want to add more originality to the game. I'm just going to add something more here, that is random stuff. It will choose a random degree to move my ball, and I am also going to have a sort of delay that makes the things more original. So I will add this as well. So I will say 0.5. Okay, so now things will look more original. Let's see how it looks like. I'm going to run it. Now as you can see that the ball start bouncing on the paddle, but if we miss that, it's still bouncing on it and we don't want it. We want to stop it when it hits the red line, it stops there right away. Okay, so now we need to code this for the red line, right? So we need to move to the red line code block. As you can see that every sprite object has its own code. So again, I need to go to start my event. Okay, I need to check this forever. I need to check it constantly that will ball hit the red line. So since it's a forever stuff, forever action, I need to bring a forever block. Now I need to again go back to sense that does the ball hit the red line or not. If that is the case, then I need to stop my game there right away. So why did I bring that if block to sense does the ball hit the red line or not? I'm going in my sensing section. I'm going to say that if ball touches the red line, then I need to stop it. I need to go in my event to have it stop block here. No, it's in control. Yeah. So I just need to simply say that stop. Let's see that is it working or not. So yeah, so it's working now. Now the only thing we left with is to show the score for the sprite for the game. So before to run that, you can see that the game is fully functional, and if it bounces on the red line, it stops it right away. Okay. Now I want to have a score. Every time the ball bounces on the score, it stops it right away. I'm going to have my variable. So whenever you want to have these scores, you always need to create the variable section. So what I am going to do here is I'm going to make a variable that names as score. Okay. So yeah, my score pops up right away here. Now when my ball bounces on pedal, I need to change the score. So I need to go back in my ball sprite. So if the ball touches the pedal, it definitely means that I need to change my score somewhere here. So now we need to dig more in the variable section. So here we have option to change the variable. I can say that change my variable. The name of my variable is score. And every time my green flag is hit, since it's a different event, I need to set the value of the score variable always to 0. If I want to do that, it always picks up my score wherever we last stopped the game. So let's try to run it and see that how much we have done. So as you can see that every time the ball bounces on the paddle, it's keep on increasing with the score. Okay. Yeah. So let's see if we don't hit the ball. Yeah, it stops. It's working perfectly fine. So we can do something more better here. So once our score is equals to 5, I can say that you win. So I'll try to design something by my own. I can say that you win. So I will bring a text. So I will say that you win if my score equals to 5. Okay. So now I just want to make it a little bigger so that it looks nice. And I want to change its color as well, make it little brighter. Cool. Okay. So since as you can see that it's my custom sprite, so I need to code for it. What I'm going to do is I'll go here. So I'll have some blocks for this section as well. As of always, I'm going to bring my green flag. I don't want to show it every time. So we need to go in the look section. I will say hide. But when I want to show it, is this message has to wait until, right? So it means that we need to go and wait until some time, right? So we do have that in sprite as well. So we need to say wait until my score is equals to 5. Okay. So I will go in my operation section. So in operation section, I will say that my score equals to 5. That's all up to you. If you want to make it 10, that's all up to you. I'm going to say my score variable equals to this, and I will say that go back in the look. Once my score equals to 5, I want to show it. We can also use a if condition here. That's all up to you. we will use that as well, but I choose to use this. So I am going to show my message, I will display it, and I will stop my game as well. So I want to stop everything here right away. How can I do that? Where is stop all? Yeah, there we go. So let's see that what happened. So I'm going to hit the button, green flag, clicked. Wow, it seems like it's not what we want. We need to stop it, and we need to quickly check that what's wrong with the game. So the initial position is this, turning is this. Okay, I suspected that we have an issue with the is it turning 15 degree? Let me make it 20 degree and run it. Yeah, it's working now. So it's working perfectly fine. Let's see that will it pop up with the message 5 or not. Okay, it's 2, it's 3, and this is 4, and there we go. Will it show? Oh, we don't have the message. Let's see that. Oh, it comes up, right? Oh, we weren't able to see that. Let me check that. What could be the possible reason? If my score equals to 5, I need to stop. The problem is that we need to show. I by mistake bring the height block here again, so it should be show. And let's go. Okay, let's stop it, run it again. Yeah, so run the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you win. So that's all about the Pong game. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.